Hello, welcome to Swiss Watchcam. Welcome to another collector's video. I'm here with Roy Davidoff in Geneva. How are you, Roy? Good to see you.
Well, how are you? Thank you for coming.
I'm very good. I'm very happy to be here. It was a long time in the making. Happy you could also make it happen. And you brought some very cool watches here. From pocket watches to wrist watches, old, new, vintage, independent, just everything. And it's a joy to film them. Tell me, Davidoff Brothers, Sasha and Roy Davidoff, how did it all start? Because you are, for me, if I think about vintage people in Geneva, it's you guys.
So I started in vintage, really vintage, late 90s. 97, 98, that's when I really started in vintage. I was still living in Miami. I moved to Geneva in 2001, 2002. I started working for a watch brand. I did like nearly 10 years. I worked for another watch brand for a year. And then for a year, I was like, what am I doing now? And my brother was like, listen, stop working for other people. Let's work together.
Nice.
So in 2013, we got like a running start. In 2014, we started Roy and Sasha Davidoff.
Here in Geneva.
Here in Geneva, in the boutique in the Old Town.
Awesome. Next to one of my favorite brands, MBNF.
Exactly.
Cool. And URWERK across
he
the
helped
block.
us. Max helped us get the boutique.
Nice. So he's got good neighbors as well. It's a win-win, I think.
Exactly.
So this Heuer was one of the first ones, or?
Yeah, that was when I was 18. I thought it was the coolest watch in the world. Tom Cruise wears a very similar one in one of his movies. And I was like, this is actually known as the Arton Senna, the nickname, but usually it's the two-tone with the quartz movement. I wanted automatic, and I got it in all steel, which I thought was nicer.
Beautiful. And then you said the vintage Omega.
Yeah, this one my father bought down the street at a jewelry store, no longer called Collet, and they had Omega. The funny thing with this watch is that the case and 3/4 of the bracelet is the only original thing left on the watch, because through services in less than 19 years, they changed the movement, the dial, the hands, the crystal, the pushers, everything was changed because this watch is from 1970. But it is still tritium, which is nice, but everything is service parts from Omega.
Yeah, but I think in the past it was normal. If
It
the
was
watch
perfectly
broke,
normal,
people wanted to repair it.
My dad wore the hell out of it.
Exactly.
The other watch that was purchased at the exact same time by my grandfather was this Constellation. And funny enough, it was also Gerald Genta design.
Yeah, true.
So it's beautiful with black lacquer hands, black lacquer indices.
That's classic.
Linen type of linen crosshair dial. I mounted it on a nice Hermes strap with Hermes buckle because my grandfather's watch.
Yeah, of course. Beautiful. And then this Vacheron.
So this Vacheron is actually quite funny. I found it in the drawer of my father years ago, and he's like, "Oh, this is the watch I got when I got married in 1975." And I was like, "Nice." And he's like, "It never worked." I was like, "Ah, can I fix it?" So I fixed it once, I fixed it twice. But the nice thing is that this has the original strap, buckle, everything from the period. I wear it once or twice a year for special occasions.
No.
This is truly like all original, unpolished. And the strap also, which is always quite funny. I'm always a bit worried.
But I mean, still holding up really well, huh?
No, I love it. It's really, it wasn't popular 20 years ago, but these days this is a very popular shape.
Yeah, it's a good size as well.
Yes.
And then something I know you guys buy years ago, it was because of Omega Speedmasters. So what is this Speedy here?
So my brother found for me for one of my birthdays a 1976 Speedmaster. It is really in new stock condition. It was new stock when I got it, and then over time I wore it maybe a couple dozen times. The nice thing that I did with it is that I went to a dinner with the astronaut Charlie Duke from Apollo 16, and he signed the strap. When you wear it, actually it gets hidden, so you doesn't get disturbed, and you can still see. One of the things that I really like about this watch is that you can, if I can take it apart, I protected. It still has the blue goop on the back. It still has the red seal on the case.
So new old stock.
Yeah, new old stock. I mean, it's like new old stock, I would say, because I've been wearing it quite often. It's really, it's like the one one of the 3 Omegas I'll never sell.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, no, one of the 5 Omegas I'll never sell.
I think the longer the video, the list gets longer.
Yes,
probably.
unfortunately, it's very difficult. People always ask me my one watch. And I said,
hate
which
it.
finger can I break?
Hate it. Yeah.
I say, which of the 10 fingers can I break?
Stupidest question ever.
Yes.
We can't choose one. That's it. I think we got past that.
This is not an heirloom watch,
Yeah.
but it's as funky as it gets. I had my strap maker use a really close color to the dial to make exact same specs as back in the day with this buckle, very funky buckle. I'll show you. Very simply, the strap comes out as a little locking system.
Oh.
So basically, you just choose where you want, and then you just press down and it locks in.
Nice, like with pressure.
Yeah, through pressure, and it's really cool. It's a fun watch to wear. It has mystery dial vibes with the satellites. Super nice.
Yeah.
I used to have it in red, but then I decided since I like blue, I got it in blue. The Longines Comet.
Yeah. Let's switch it up a bit.
Pocket watches.
Pocket watches.
These two are also family heirlooms. This is a Vacheron my father got from an American family. It's quite beautiful, enamel dial. It predates from when he got it. It was already a secondhand watch by the time he received it as a gift, but it's a nice gold pocket watch.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And then his parents offered him this beautiful engraved Gerald Genta pocket watch that you can wear also as a pendant. But it's a pocket watch. The chain is right there. And it says, Papa et Mama adorent in 1965 when my father was 21 years old.
That's very cool.
So this was a 21-year-old gift. Then other cool stuff that I have, one of my favorites is going to be this one. That's a cool one I got from a friend. It has all the shapes I like with the angled bow, very strong Arabic numerals, the hands blued. This is Technicum Cantonal de Bienne. It was made by a student at the school over there. It has a single push button chronograph, which is, the sound, everything. I had it even serviced because it didn't work. I love this watch. I think it's really cool in terms of, did you hear the ding?
Yes.
You heard the ding?
We heard the ding.
We'll get back to it in a little bit. It's exactly 12 o'clock. That's why it dinged.
And then we have some modern watches here in your box. Tell me, what is this black, beautiful box here?
So I decided to have a 10-watch rotation. I'm still, one or two watches are still leaving, going in and out, still debating. There's one watch missing, so I added something else instead.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure.
To all the watch guys.
No, but usually there's a few. Basically, my beast is missing because I left it in the safe. But everything else is here, and I added a watch from a dear friend, the Archie watch.
This one, huh? That's very cool, huh?
Yeah.
It's very special.
And I just had the custom strap made to perfectly match the prototype sapphires that are not at all blue.
Yeah.
They're a bit more turquoise, but the strap works quite well. And it's basically it's an homage to the 3448. He used a Dubois des Pras module, I believe, on the Sedita automatic. The bezel's a little larger to accommodate all the details, but it's a prototype. It's engraved in the case back. Special pieces on the dial is also a engraved special piece. It's super comfortable to wear. It gets a lot of attention.
I'm sure, yeah.
It's made into my 10 watch rotation for now. Then in the other one, my watch that I wear every time I need to go to the gym or to the shooting range, or if I want to go to like the spa, is the Tudor, the MN, which I did a little trick to it. If you notice, the crown is not on the right, the crown is not on the left.
Yeah. Did you rotate the case or what happened?
My watchmaker made it happen.
Nice.
And I added, of course, Erica's original NATO, which I absolutely love. So comfortable.
Yeah, these are great.
Yeah.
So the box surprises me.
Yes.
Because you're the vintage guy, and this is all modern stuff here.
But I'll tell you what happened.
Tell me.
What happened is that when we first started in vintage, you would go to other dealers or other vintage collectors and like, oh, nice watch on your wrist. Like, but this is not for sale. And you always have this like icky feeling.
Yeah,
so the thing is that if you wear a vintage watch that's not for sale, if it's like a gift from your father, okay, but like your personal collection, you always feel like, oh, if you have the same one for sale, it's not good enough. So we decided to only wear modern. At the beginning, we had just a few modern Speedmasters. My brother used to wear always his Japan Racing and a few other watches. And then over time, we're like, okay, we migrated really to stick into modern that we wanted. And it's also a journey, because finding vintage is a journey, but being able to get modern is also a very big journey, especially when you're watch dealers.
Yeah.
Because you have this like evil stamp on your head that you're gonna resell.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that we're dealers because we're collectors.
Yeah, it started with collecting, yeah. Sure.
Exactly. So just to finish the box, very simply, I have the Snoopy, the white Snoopy, the blue Panda Snoopy, which really like is the two Speedmasters I wear the most.
Yeah.
Then I have the one before last Bulgari Gerald Genta Mickey, which is one of my favorite watches. It's larger than all the vintage ones I've ever made. It's the case I love, the size I love, the wear. I get compliments every time I wear it. And since my favorite color is blue in watches, I had to put a nice alligator blue strap.
Blue strap, makes sense.
Next to it, the next two is going to be my Daytona, which, funny enough, I was offered to finally receive the 11-6500, but I decided to opt for the 12-6500 because I love the vintage design, the elements that they added to the watch.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my GMT, because we're all jet setters, so we need to travel.
Exactly.
And then in the last, you're gonna have my 5168, the white gold Aquanaut, which is the most comfortable watch I have on this box. I put on my wrist, I actually literally forget it's there. And then my Nautilus 5712, which funny enough I ordered back in 2006, and I only got it like 2.5 years ago.
Damn. So much for waiting time, guys, huh?
That was a long waiting.
Yeah.
No, when I got it through a friend and stuff. And then my AP, my third AP, is the 16202, which I got last year for my birthday. I was very, very happy. And that's it. It was my 10-watch rotation.
And these are all retail. You got them retail. You didn't buy them
Everything I bought retail. I didn't get nothing. No funny business.
Yes.
Everything at the shop, retail. Every watch, full set box paper is my name, and I wanted that. That was the whole purpose.
Yeah.
Because friends years ago told me like, oh, if you really want one, I'll just buy it for you and give me the money and I'll take it. Like a Nautilus, I could have bought it when it was 25,000.
Yeah.
But I had to pay, the years of waiting premium.
No, but it's a very cool selection. I mean, this is the stuff you see online all the time, let's say.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's a journey, vintage and modern.
It took years.
Arguably, some of these are harder to get than some of the ones in the other box.
So you can find modern, but you have to pay the premium.
True.
But the difference is, I don't want to pay the premium because the shop is down the street.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
Plus, you're not in a rush to buy these watches.
Never. After my 10-watch rotation, also I like to wear, one AP I wear a lot is the watch my dad bought in the early 80s. Quartz, two-tone, 35 millimeter.
It's beautiful.
It was an unwanted child, and today it's quite popular. And I actually get a lot of compliments for this little one. Anyways, to finish the blue dials, I used to have the Must de Cartier in blue, but unfortunately it got stolen. I kept the strap and I put it on the black Geneva edition, which comes with 4 very cool little details on the case back.
Never seen that as well.
Exactly. They only made 50 pieces. Also in the blue, I have my URWERK Reloaded that I made a custom blue strap for because I like blue. It's really a watch that I get also a lot of compliments for. It's quite nice, definitely underrated. And my first special Cartier, this is a platinum with a Soleil blue dial. We had a special authorization to get the cabochon not red because platinum always comes with red cabochons. It's a black spinel and it's a blue lume dial. Basically saw the Crash from Waco and I was like, I want the same in a Centre.
True.
That's exactly when I walked into the shop.
That's
and
why
I was
it
like,
looked familiar. Now I know why. Okay.
And I was like, that's what I want. And they were like, okay. So they made one for me, one for my brother and other friends.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then 2 very special watches here on the table, amongst all the other ones, obviously, as well. There was one who chimed at 12.
Exactly.
And there's a very special Cartier here.
So let's start with the Crash.
Yeah.
We spoke about it earlier.
The Grail of Grails for many.
The Grail of Grails. This watch originally comes on a gray strap because my brother and I were mama's boys and grandmother's boys. She wore her gold Cartier on a burgundy strap.
Nice.
So when we're like, okay, the gray strap is a bit plain,
Yeah.
we decided to get a new strap made. So we decided to go exactly the color my grandmother had that we grew up with.
Nice.
So, and it matches perfectly the
Cabochon.
cabochon.
It's beautiful. Hey,
It's such a fun watch
It
to
looks
wear.
okay on your wrist. Huh? You got a big wrist, but it
It
looks
does,
fine.
but the Crash is, it's fine. It's really a lot of fun.
So how did you buy a Crash? Because I know there's you can it's impossible to order. Like getting a Nautilus is easy compared to getting a Crash at retail.
100%. 100%.
Which sounds ridiculous.
So basically, I think I was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
I asked the right person, and everything just went click, click, click. And then I went to see a dear friend at the London New Bond Street boutique, and I was like, and they made everything happened.
You're like, come on.
No, but it was, it's quite interesting because when we want to collect icons, which I'm missing a few, but I want to collect icons. Cartier for me has always been the tank,
Yeah.
but the Cartier other than the Paris Dakar de Cher that was made, which is the rarest,
Sick, yeah.
the Crash is it. And
For sure.
for me, this clean silver dial, platinum case, the ruby cabochon, the fact that we put our own color on. I mean, other people can do the same because it's a Cartier strap. But I just felt that this was so nice, and my brother and I really enjoy, sharing a few watches. And this is probably the one we enjoy the most.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Would love to have one day. But still young, we got time. So
And now they're slowing down their production of the NSOs.
nice, sick. Great.
Making it harder
news.
for all the ones like now that everybody wants one, they're like, oh, we're gonna slow down the production.
Listen, I would love a retail piece as well. I don't care. Or I like the skeletons as well. They're a bit bigger.
The skeleton is always easier to get and much cheaper. But for me, I don't like skeleton because I have too much hair on my wrist.
Yeah, that's true. Just shave it off, this part.
Yeah, no. I saw a friend do that. I was like, that's so. You can see like the
So
hair goes
weird,
up to here,
yeah, they
and
just-
then shaved.
That's too much.
And I was like, no,
Just
either,
this part.
Either you assume you're hairy or you don't buy skeleton. Like for me, it's like I don't buy. If you notice, none of my collection is an open work watch.
Nothing.
Sorry, skeleton
Nothing.
watch.
Yeah.
I don't want to see my hair pressed against the glass.
Smush.
Anyways, you asked me before
Yeah.
the watch that chimed at 12.
Sick. And I say sick many times in this video, but I love this watch. I love the guys behind it. It's-
People always like, stop using the word cool so much.
Okay,
I'm like,
yeah.
but it's so cool.
yeah.
So the way we came across Hazemann Monnin, a dear friend of ours invited them right after they won the Journe Prize. They're like, let's come out for dinner and join us. They joined us 1 time, 2 times. They're like, oh, if you make a watch, we would like one, blah, blah, blah. My friend got a pair. His best client got a pair. My brother was like, he got just one. And I was like, I get the blue one. Even though the Monnin is also very beautiful.
Yes.
And the cool story, I read the word cool. The sick story about this is that they made 10 Hazemann, 10 Monnin.
Yeah.
They made 2 and 2 special pieces for early adopters, and then they made also a collection for the Journe Society, and that's
Okay.
it.
I didn't
This
see
watch
those.
is done. But my brother, being born October 10th, he especially requested to have number 10 out of 10.
Nice.
So on his birthday last year,
You got the.
he got the 10 out of 10.
That's sick. That's a sick
pretty
story.
That's why a lot of watches have like special numbers.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my special editions are either like with the number 76 or number 10 or number 8.
Makes sense.
Yeah. You were mentioning the fact that you think it's robust. Because
Yeah,
I was,
it
I
is.
was
You
checking
were
the time.
harassing it before. I'm like, it's a indie, you know. I gotta be careful.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do the ASMR. You know, it's,
Go quicker now again.
anyways, and the nice thing also is even the winding is
It's crunchy. It's nice.
it's crunchy. Yeah, it's perfect.
It's pocket watchy.
Pocket watch. Yeah, no. So we have another good friend in common who made an automatic watch, and when you wind it, it has the same crunch, and the crunch is reserved to manual.
And that watch is coming
That watch coming in my
Soonish.
collection this year.
This year.
This year in my collection, another blue dial.
So you'll have a video about it as well?
Sure, we can go see him again and talk about his brand, and I'll talk about my watch.
Beautiful. Let me see this. This is sick. This is sick and cool. I love it. So 10 pieces, and this model is basically gone.
Gone. There's no more left.
They will not make different dials, iterations.
Maybe in 10 years I'll do an anniversary piece, but right now they're gonna make a whole new movement, a whole new display, a whole new everything. They'll still do one artistic and one technical, but that's it.
Such a nice watch. And they're very chill guys as well.
Oh my God,
Not
so
braggy, very humble,
Yeah.
relaxed.
Have you gone to do a video with them?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Alex, Victor, he's coming for you.
Would love to do a video with you guys.
No, but they're really approachable. You can go there. I mean, they're going to show you they're going to show you the watches that they won the prize with.
It's gorgeous. They're in the Le Chat-Fond, no?
Yeah, and then the prototypes, and then the Series Zero, and then they won't have any of those left.
So listen, question. You've
Yes.
seen many watches,
Yes.
thousands of them. You're
Yes.
also member of a lot of juries, awards,
I
from
have.
vintage, indie, modern. You're collecting icons now.
Yes.
Is there like a watch which you're like hunting, indie or vintage, or are you like, so satiated with like all the stuff? Because you've seen everything.
Jaune. I would love to get a Jaune.
Okay,
So how you feel about other watches, I feel about Jaune.
gotcha.
The funny thing is that,
That's true. There's no genre here.
yeah, yet. No, yet. No, but I really fell in love with the latest boutique edition, the Chronomètre Souverain with the blue dial. But
Obviously.
we'll see. No, but obviously, yes, but we'll see. I mean, I always wanted an Elegant because I thought it was a fun watch to have.
Yes.
But when you see the resale market, I'm like, it makes no sense.
no.
I think the Chronomètre Souverain is really a nice entry point into the brand. The other dials, the other blue dials, I don't love as much the configuration with the openings, all these things. I really like the configuration, the power reserve, the guilloche, the numerals. Everything for me is perfectly on point, and that's why if you look at most of the watches I'm going to buy today, I'm going to do blue dials for two reasons. The first reason is because I like blue.
Yeah.
The second reason is because I don't have the budget to buy everything. So when you're on a budget, you have to be like, okay, I get like one. No, but you have to understand, I only buy, except a few years when mistakes happen, 1 or 2 nice watches a year.
Yeah.
And I have to budget myself because since COVID, I stopped selling. Yeah. I was like, I things I've had since before COVID, I can get rid of. But now since COVID, that I have like all my Grails, which is the Nautilus, the Jumbo, and a few other pieces, I'm done.
Yeah, makes sense. Awesome. I mean, Journey is awesome. I love the Centigraph. I love the Resonance, obviously.
Yeah, but those are
exactly.
out of budget.
Exactly. But listen, we got time.
Yes, we do.
And
nothing but time. Right business.
Exactly. In the right business. Roy, this was a pleasure.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you for coming.
And thank you for sharing your watches. Guys, if you have some questions about any of the ones for sale, hit them up. Obviously not for the Crash and the Monnin and everything else here, but this box, yes. And check them out, link in the description below. Instagram, website. They have a beautiful book as well, which you wrote about the Speedmasters. And again, if you want to learn about Speedies, check out their channels. That's it. It's that simple.
Let's now move on to shop watches.
Yes, which is this beautiful ostrich box here.
Exactly.
The box of goodies.
The box of goodies.
So for me, let's say what I love the most from this box is the skeletons, the AP and the Vacheron,